Many people, young and old, attend music festivals, but what draws people to the festivals? The history of music festivals has a great impact on why people attend these festivals today. Major revolutions in music and rock and roll began with the Woodstock Festival in 1969. There are many different types of music festivals for all different ages. Just recently, the music scene has blown up with festivals such as EDC, Ultra, and Bonnaroo. But why has it recently blown up? New types of music are constantly coming out, and festivals are taking full advantage of that and creating events in which combine art and camping along with the festival itself. In Bethel, New York, 1969, one of the largest, most popular music festivals took place in American history. The festival was called Woodstock. According to the official Woodstock website, over 600,000 people attended this music festival. Woodstock was considered to be one of the most important events to take place in music history. Some even consider Woodstock to be a new movement with not only music, but art and style. Artists including Jimi Hendrix, James Joplin, and the Grateful Dead played over this 3-day spread. People from everywhere came to listen to the music. At one point, tickets almost became unnecessary because of the amount of people that were coming into the festival. I myself live a short distance from Bethel and Woodstock and have family that attended the festival. The cars coming into the festival blocked the New York State Thruway. At this time, artists could not even arrive by cars. Some had to arrive by helicopter, and some didn't even make it to the festival at all. Today, there is a town called Woodstock that is dedicated to the music festival. I go there at least one time every summer with my family and friends, and they have many nice shops, restaurants, and historical shrines dedicated to the festivals. As history goes forth, certain types of music festivals become more popular. In the 20s, jazz was a popular music choice, in which becomes the sound of the modern life in the 1930s. Soon that breaks off into sections such as bop, cool, and Dixieland in the 1940s, which then evolves into the electronic, loud, and crazy music called rock and roll, which becomes the sound of the modern life in the 1960s, which then breaks into different sections such as prog, punk, and metal. This kind of music then brings us to a new type of music called hip-hop, which becomes popular in the 90s and then years following after 2000. Another factor that comes into play with music evolving is what is happening in the time area, such as Woodstock. The festival happened in the time of war and hate, so many people who were a part of Woodstock tried their best to represent peace and love. Music is always progressing and coming out with something new and different. There are many different types of music festivals that attract a variety of listeners. There are rock music festivals, such as Band's Warped Tour, that happens every summer. There are country festivals and electronic music festivals. Depending on a person's personality and interests, they may be interested in different types of music. For example, someone who is rebellious or likes to be different may like metal or heavy rock music. Someone who enjoys going to church may like listening to Christian music, and someone who likes to dance may like electronic music. Recently, electronic music has been becoming more and more popular. With all the huge outdoor music festivals, people are beginning to wonder, could electronic music be the new rock and roll? According to Jonathan Bogart's article, By the Hype, Why Electronic Dance Music Really Could Be the New Rock, the article talks about how young ages are becoming more and more involved in electronic music scene. The New York Times recently quoted a concert promoting saying, "If you are 15 to 25 years old, this is your rock and roll." Though it's too early to make this decision based on a 30 or even 10-year span. There are many different factors that attract a variety of people to music festivals. Whether it's the art, the atmosphere, or the music, people are always going to attend these festivals. The music is always going to be evolving, and people are going to be evolving along with it. Although I believe there can be no music to replace rock and roll, I grew up listening to classic rock and the music that is involved in the Woodstock Festival. Coming from someone who also likes electronic music, I believe it has no level of talent compared with rock and roll. Electronic music could be on its way to becoming the next thing, but it's not replacing any type of music in history. For this speech, I used the official Woodstock website. I also used Jonathan Bogart's article By the Hype, Why Electronic Dance Music Really Could Be the New Rock from the Atlantic newspaper, along with Woodstock, The Marketing, 3 Days of Peace and Music Becoming 3 Months of Hype by Alan Paracchini from the Telegram and Gazette. The final article I used was The Evolution of Music by Josh McDermott.